Hello everyone, it's me, Juan, give me 54 minute video. And today, yes, I know, I'm a little late to the party, about like a day late. But I had stuff to do. But anyways, we're back, we're gonna do another reaction video, and this time it's on food theory, McDonald's plan to send Starbucks to the gulag. Technically it's named something else, but I'm not sure if I'm going to say that. Anyways, we're gonna be doing a reaction video, so we're gonna cut this intro short. And again, I know this is gonna be a dual upload. We're gonna be reacting to the other channel too, so there's gonna be two reactions in the same day. Never say I never give you guys anything. But anyways, without further ado, not wasting time, long overdue, let's do this.
If you've been watching this channel for a while now, you already know that we're pretty much the king of uncovering shady mysteries lurking underneath McDonald's golden arches. If you're new here, well, then this is the beginning of a beautiful rabbit hole all about broken ice cream machines, mystery meat McNuggets, and the fact that McDonald's' real business isn't even selling food. Today's iteration of our McSeries, though, is all about how this corporate superpower is at the dawn of another market-defining play for global McDomination. But this time, they're not using Grimace shakes or chicken nuggies to take over the planet. They're using you.
Us? Oh nah. You ain't gonna use me. Heck nah. But anyways. I'm not sure. Leave it down. I'm not sure. Leave it down in the comments below if you guys are interested to see if I should do the McDonald's series. I don't know. Might as well. We probably might do it in the appreciation of MatPat. Who knows? We'll probably do it. But hold on. Let's just get going. This is a long video.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Food Theory, the channel that compiles the supersized lies behind supersized fries. Today we're talking about the new mysterious McDonald's restaurant that I've been seeing all over news stories and on Twitter for the last couple of weeks. Cosmic. This thing just launched its first pilot restaurant outside of Chicago. You'd think that a restaurant chain, a restaurant behemoth for that matter, as successful as McDonald's with tens of thousands of global locations, couldn't possibly need a whole new restaurant, especially one with a mascot that looks like this guy. Uncanny, isn't he? Like some sort of Captain EO creepypasta.
What is that? What is that?
Possibly have inspired this bizarre business decision to open up a whole new restaurant chain with this unbelievably uncomfortable mascot. Well, as ridiculous as it might sound, I'm going to show you how this might be one of McDonald's most clever and strategic business decisions in years. Where to start? Well, since I'm not in the Chicago area at the moment to test out a lot of menu items, and most of you watching aren't either, we'll just start answering questions with the info that we have from the internet, which surprisingly is a lot. The first big question that came into my mind when I saw the announcement for Cosmic was, how is this different than a regular McDonald's?
Yeah, how?
The answer is, less food, more drinks. Well, McDonald's lords over the fast food market, Cosmic's is gunning for the fast beverage market, producing a slate of complex drinks like tropical spice-aid with pre-workout, churro-flavored frappes, blueberry ginger boost with boba popping bubbles. These aren't your dad's cup of joe, my friends. These are colorful, customizable drinks that are designed to have in-your-face flavors and enough caffeine and sugar to take your bloodstream on the ride of its life. Patrons are encouraged to mix and match syrups, energy shots, and toppings into the drinks to make each sip a unique and oh-so-shareable experience for your Insta stories. Basically, Cosmix is like letting the Coca-Cola freestyle machine go Super Saiyan. On the other hand, its food selection seems less thought out. Or, let me correct that, thought out just enough to rip off the menu from Starbucks. Have you ever bought a mediocre Starbucks breakfast sandwich?
No.
Good news, you can now buy a mediocre breakfast sandwich at Cosmic. Prefer a Starbucks pastry? Try the Cosmic McPops, or the brownies, or the cookies. And these point directly to the competitor that Cosmic's most wants to take a bite out of, Starbucks. McDonald's president Chris Kempczinski has publicly stated that the fast beverage space is one McDonald's has the right to win, whatever that means. So this year is gearing up to be a real showdown. And by showdown, I mean we're about to see two mega corporate entities that no one's really rooting for duke it out for their right to hawk us a bunch of pink drinks filled with caffeine. Doesn't that sound exciting? But how big are the stakes?
What you're trying to tell us is all the movies from the past.
Airport terminals. Well, it turns out beverages are one grande market, my friends. According to McDonald's,
let's go fight somewhere empty. Alright, bet.
That's growing faster
the Marvels.
than all other sectors of casual dining, and it's worth roughly $100 billion a year. This is because syrupy, caffeinated drinks have high demand and even higher margin. A study by NYU Stern School of Business estimates that these soft drinks have around 53% gross margins. That means that for every dollar that McDonald's spends on ingredients for a soda, they're making $1.53 back in revenue. Coffee and tea items can be even higher, with analysts estimating that efficiently priced coffee margins can go as high as 70 or even 85%. And McDonald's sees that golden coffee money right at their fingertips. After all, all, they're no stranger to the coffee game. They're consistently one of the top-selling brands, with their McCafés pulling in an estimated $1 million a day in U.S. coffee sales. Outside the U.S., McCafé's an even bigger deal, where it has standalone buildings just like Starbucks, including about 3,000 standalone locations in Europe alone. So why then start a whole new franchise with Cosmic? You already have a coffee shop. Well, to understand why McDonald's can't do this in the U.S., we have to learn a little bit about marketing strategy. In marketing, you have brands, right?
Okay.
A name, a logo, some adjectives that come to mind when you think of them. But when a brand gets very big, like McDonald's, sometimes you want to create something new, but you don't want to risk hurting what you already got going. You don't want to ruin one big brand with one small experiment. So what do? You create a sub-brand. Sub-branding is when a well-known business creates a secondary brand with a different voice and identity in order to target a specific niche or a new target demographic without diluting the parent brand. Hotels, great examples of this. Take Wyndham Hotels, for instance. Wyndham is a nice hotel brand. They're often associated with very nice amenities, great locations, some high-end resorts like the Wyndham Grand, but Wyndham also owns the brand La Quinta, which is a mid-level hotel for people just passing through for a night stopover who need some amenities but not all the bells and whistles. Wyndham also owns Super 8 and Travelodge, which are considered to be economy hotels with almost no frills or special amenities. I say Wyndham, you think, hey, that's a really nice hotel brand. Even though they own much lower-end properties, their main high-end brand is never diluted. Sub-brands get to benefit from the parent brand's reputation, like, oh, Super 8's owned by Wyndham? That's a nice brand. And they can also use that to get themselves a leg up. They're basically the branding equivalent of Nepo babies. But okay, if Cosmic and McCafe are both McDonald's sub-brands, why pick one over the other? Well, taking a closer look showed me that they're not as similar as I originally thought. McCafe and Cosmic each focus on a specific niche, but not the same one. Both Cosmics and McCafe are targeting the coffee niche, but on different ends. The McCafe and its breakfast menu was introduced to the United States in 2001 as a means of targeting the morning rush, giving McDonald's a reason to open earlier and hit all three major meals of the day. Cosmics, on the other hand, is being touted as McDonald's answer to the 3 p.m. slump, aka right around the time I reach for a refill of Diet Coke every day. Snacking and caffeine is a way many of us combat hitting a wall in the afternoon, so McDonald's has identified us as a market it can capitalize on. With teens rushing out of school and exhausted adults looking for a fix to help them push through the end of the workday, McDonald's hopes that Cosmics can secure the corner on that afternoon snacking market. But McCafe also serve the same market. It's not like other cafes struggle at 3 p.m. Starbucks doesn't need to become midday bucks just to sell lattes in the afternoon. Well, at first, that's what McDonald's thought too. These were likely supposed to be the same restaurant. Early last year, blogs were sharing leaks about McDonald's plan to build standalone McCafe spin-offs called McCafe Corners. When you look at the leaks, it becomes obvious that sometime between February and December of 2023, McDonald's decided to pivot, rebranding McCafe Corners as Cosmics. Not only do both concepts share design plans down to serving midday pick-me-ups, but the leaked assets use some of the same art as the official Cosmics website. This is likely why a majority of the few food options that Cosmics serves come directly from the McCafe breakfast menu. So why make such a big change? Why not just stick with the plan to keep those restaurants the same? Well, it looks like someone at Old McDo HQ might have realized that people don't really like McCafe in the US. And for good reason, too. Well, I mentioned that McCafes are big in Europe. McDonald's has struggled to get the brand traction in Ronald's homeland. Sure, they do okay as attachments to burger joints, but they're not seeing standalone McCafes rival Starbucks like they do overseas.
That is true. I don't even see him at McCafe.
Money, but if you look at the customer and employee reports, it's actively diluting both brands. Looking at samples of McDonald's message boards, you'll find that a common struggle cited by McDonald's employees is the massive size of the menu that they have to serve when they're trying to juggle both a McCafe and a full McDonald's restaurant. Every time McDonald's corporate adds another promotional item to the menu, that's another process that the kitchen's suddenly responsible for incorporating into the workflow. Sometimes it means there's another machine to clean, sometimes it's another item to keep fresh. And when you're trying to do more things at once, you just start naturally cutting corners. This isn't the employee's fault per se, it's just an unmanageable menu for a restaurant that's supposed to produce a ton of food really fast. And it turns out when something had to take a hit, it was the less popular McCafe items that saw the biggest dip in quality, actually leading to McDonald's discontinuing a handful of their bakery items. So when it comes to really making a play at the coffee space, just tacking a ton of extra menu items onto a pre-existing McDonald's, it isn't going to work, and it hasn't worked for McCafe, which continues to lose traction to Starbucks. So what should they do instead? The answer is split the brand in half. Shed the reputation that McCafe has in the US, which is that it produces kind of mediocre pastries and a limited menu, and start the whole thing over again. So, okay, they're going to try to make this Cosmics thing work. Now, in order to make this big beverage venture a success, really coming out of the gate swinging with something that feels new and unexpected, McDonald's chose to partner this launch with a major new mascot, Cosmic. Oh yeah, there he is again. Ronald McDonald might be retired and discarded into the wind, but you know who isn't? Cosmic, a McDonaldland mascot from the 80s who is, and I quote, part alien, part robot, and part surfer. Yeah, really. He originally appeared in the 80s in the McDonald's McDonald's
In the
universe.
80s?
Verse, I suppose, where Ronald McDonald was like an active citizen of McDonald Land, which is, in fact, a canonical place, another theory that we've done in the past. In McDonald Land,
we did
Ronald
that.
hangs out with the mayor, who is notably not Ronald, despite this being McDonald Land. Instead, the mayor is a literal cheeseburger with legs. Ronald also rubs elbows with the McDonald Land chief of police, Hamburger again, and someone who's only known as the Mad Professor, who has a real head but uses everyone else for his personal
You look
science
like a real-life
experiments.
Dr.
That's how the
Giro.
mayor ended up like that. But
My
only a theory
apologies.
for
I know
another
that
day.
sounds.
Put that one on the list for you, Santi. Oh,
I'm sorry. That sounds so mean. I'm sorry. Okay, that looked like Dr. Giro. I was like, I'm sorry. I just looked and I was like, mad scientist. Hey yo, is that Dr. Giro? I'm sorry. Okay, I didn't mean to sound mean. I'm sorry.
Viral milkshake sensation himself, Grimace.
Grimace?
Not celebrating his birthday yet with any sort of deadly concoction. Cosmic appears.
Oh
in
no, I would
McDonald
never
Land.
try to. I think I heard one of my best friends like took the Grimace shake and suddenly they were like laid out like Peter Griffin and I was like, oh nah. Oh well.
Ronald and his friends are on a picnic, during which Cosmic tries to con them out of their cheeseburgers. After he fails, he concedes to sharing the burgers and then flies back to his home planet, never to be seen again, Poochie style.
I have to go now. My planet needs me.
But wait, there's a new addition to the canon. It turns out that according to newly revealed McLore, Cosmic was off-planet experimenting with a stolen McDonald's menu and serving it to the inhabitants of Cosmic Land this entire time. Yes! This is the story that they've really concocted for this thing. According to the backstory from the McDonald's website, Cosmic has been, quote, experimenting with menu items alongside unique beverages. Ones that would not only complement the food, but stand alone as the perfect mood boost for all beings. As the curious creature began slinging these beverages to fellow aliens, it didn't take long before the entire planet wanted more.
Fast.
There's a lot to unpack in that one. A lot to unsling, if you will. But first, I think the most obvious question here is why? Why bring back a super obscure D-list character out of the woodwork to be a mascot of what's supposed to be a major new chapter in your Mick history? Well, this seems like a pretty bad decision for the head honchos at Mickey D's, and the marketing language sure reads as pretty cringy. This awkward alien is anything but a coincidence. Let me ask you,
What you
can
mean?
think of any other purple alien-looking McDonald's mascots that have brought in a ton of publicity for the restaurant recently? Anyone who has themselves a penchant for
Grimace.
slinging drinks or creating unique
Grimace.
beverages, maybe for a celebration, like say a birthday. That's right, Grimace has seen some runaway success in the last year, especially on social platforms like TikTok and YouTube where the youngs are hanging out. His unbelievable internet fame from the past year means that with the right shade of purple and a little bit of insanity, McDonald's can get a ton of attention on TikTok and sell 1 million drinks that, let's face it, didn't taste all that great in the first place. I mean, it did kill me that one time. Then I drank it again and I died in the pool. Not great, but then...
Oh no. I never really got the chance to try a Grimace shake, so honestly, I heard that one of my friends was trying to get me a Grimace shake, and it's like, after what I saw, what happened to one of my boys, I don't know, I was a little skeptical. But who knows, I might try doing a Grimace shake if it ever comes back. I hope it does, because if it doesn't, then dang. I guess L for me, I suppose. I guess L for me.
Just using Grimace himself as the mascot for Cosmic. You already have an internet-famous purple blob, why don't you just roll with it, right? Well, there are a couple scraps of evidence that point to the idea that this was actually the plan. The hard proof for this is totally lacking, so full disclosure that this is more of a food hunch than a food theory, but I speculate that Grimace, a mascot that's supposed to be the living embodiment of a milkshake, was originally supposed to be the face of this new brand, which again is all about interesting and unique drinks. In hindsight,
it makes
is
sense.
crystal clear that to test the waters of a restaurant like Cosmic, McDonald's released a bizarre limited edition drinkable menu
it's
aka
limited edition.
the Grimace Shake at the regular old McDonald's to see what the buzz looked like last year. And to McDonald's credit, this experiment 100% worked, and the Grimace Shake took off like a shot. It's no secret that Gen Zers are great at transforming lol random items like a purple milkshake into highly shareable social media content, and they were all over the interwebs with their iconic TikToks tasting that purple drank. And McDonald's knew exactly what they were tapping
So they're
into
gonna bring
here,
it back, right?
following on a trend that already existed, where Gen Z just really liked trying weird beverages. A massive 62% of Gen Z tried new exciting beverages in the last month alone, due in part to recent TikTok trends like the viral wild Starbucks flavors or water talk. Grimace's birthday celebration was proof that McDonald's could reel in the TikTok generation with bold, quirky flavors. But here's where it gets weird, because of course this TikTok trend didn't stop at just tasting the Grimace Shake. It instead steered hard into creative death sequences that implied that the Grimace Shake isn't just fun and quirky, it'll also kill you on the spot. So my first hunch here is that with the viral viral trend leading so hard into horror, McDonald's corporate became concerned that any beverage associated with Grimace would now follow a similar dark lore, which definitely bode well for a whole menu full of quirky drink items at McCafe corners. And so, with mere months to go before the launch of their first outpost, McDonald's had to pivot from Grimace to the next best character, Cosmic. Hunches aside, what's clear to me is whether it was supposed to be Grimace or Cosmic.
Dang, so honestly, it would have been cool if Grimace was it would be nice if Grimace was was basically the head honcho of this new brand, but dang, you mean to tell me that that this new generation ruined something again? Oh nah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Grimace Shake trend of 23 absolutely wrote the playbook that Cosmix is following now.
Yeah.
It all revolves around getting Gen Z to do free marketing on social media. That said, if you're a bit too old to be a Zoomer, don't worry. McDonald's isn't leaving you out of their caffeine-fueled expansion efforts. Instead of counting on your love of TikTok, McDonald's is banking on your nostalgia. Nostalgia drives a huge number of the social media conversations of 80s and 90s kids. While the youth market is being brought in primarily from the exotic flavors, the revival of mascots is how McDonald's is inserting itself into listicles and clickbaiting for millennials and Gen Xers on platforms like Facebook and Twitter. And what is all this social media attention and nostalgia clickbait supposed to do for McDonald's? Well, McDonald's Corporation has a lofty goal of launching 10,000 new restaurants by 2027, increasing their total number of fast food locations by 20%. So this is big business for them, and a lot of it has to be driven by word of mouth, or rather, word of algorithm on social media. But it's not the last piece of this puzzle. The last interesting twist of the story isn't about Cosmix bringing in a bunch of tweens with pink drinks. It's about bringing in a whole new model for the restaurant: automation. You see, Cosmix isn't just a testing ground for new drink flavors or an expansion of McDonald's real estate empire. It's the beginning of the restaurant's partnership with AI. McDonald's just struck a deal with Alphabet to integrate Google AI into their restaurants, joining the ranks of 300 other fast food restaurants who are using AI in their drive-thrus as of August 2023. These partnerships allow customers to have a conversation with an AI voice at a drive-thru instead of with a person, with the computer translating their order and sending it to be made. It's expensive to retrofit an existing restaurant with upgraded tech, but it's less expensive if you're building a brand new restaurant, like, say, a Cosmix. And it turns out that the benefits here are big. What does it mean to have AI and automation in your restaurant? Well, you've probably already seen some of it, with McDonald's menus moving to a self-service kiosk when you tap menu items that you want, and you tap a credit card and you wait for your order. You no longer have to give it to a person at a register. These systems allow restaurants to focus workers on the actual food making, maintaining smaller stores, and interestingly enough, it also gets you to spend more. On average, patrons spend 10 to 30% more on digital transactions where they have to enter their order at a kiosk because they have more time to explore the menu. That menu is full of pictures. It also suggests items that you might like to add to your order. Instead of feeling the pressure of people waiting behind you in line, or the social anxiety of telling someone face-to-face that, yeah, I do want triple pickles on my Big Mac, you instead just enter the order in the privacy of your own kiosk. It's a way to get you to spend more money without any extra marketing or sales tactics. This automation also plays into McDonald's
that is kind of a good idea.
Million additional users to its app-based loyalty program, which currently has 150 million users and $20 billion in yearly earnings. And yes, that means that McDonald's is walking around with the personal information, data, and buying behavior of 150 million people right now. Which is pretty concerning when you consider the company's looking to double that by 2027, thereby earning $40 billion over the course of the next 3 years. And just in case people don't really want to accept the restaurant's new technology, or God forbid, they feel nervous about this new era of information, Cosmic will be right there by their side to distract them with a drink that looks like they melted a Barbie. In the end, like their expertly blended drinks, Cosmix is the fusion of McDonald's marketing needs. It's poised to capitalize on both Gen Z's TikTok trends and Millennial and Gen X's soft spot for nostalgia, so that the general public slowly acclimates to the company's AI-fueled expansion. Oh, but the drinks are so cute, though! But hey, that's just a theory. A food theory!
Alright, so that's gonna be it. That's gonna be the end of the episode. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Making me want to at least find a Cosmos. Not gonna lie to you. But anyways, this is gonna be the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like the videos, I know you guys enjoy. Comment down below. What do you guys think? I honestly think that I might try a Cosmos. And who knows, maybe one day the Grimace Shake will come back, and who knows, maybe I'll join the TikTok too. But I mean, I feel like the Grimace Shake kind of gave them like more publicity, so I feel like they have to bring it back, right? And you know, subscribe, we're trying to upload daily. And remember, do upload this today. do upload. So perhaps you'll see the moment you see this video released, another one is already there for you. So that's 2 videos on one day. Anyways, guys, this is 1Gamer54. See you next time.